everyone, Christy Birchfield here. We're looking at session 21 in our study through Philippians and called Running the Race, talking about what it takes to actually run the race that is the Christian life. So we're looking today at Philippians chapter 2, verse 21. It's a little short verse, and it says, "All seek their own interests, not those of Jesus Christ." Now, we saw in our session yesterday that Paul has been talking about Timothy. He's going to send Timothy to the Philippians and say, hey, here's my brother. He's, I have no one else who's like-minded. So now he's kind of really describing what does it mean to be like-minded with Paul. And that's what he says. They all seek their own interests, not those of Jesus Christ. That's why he doesn't have anybody else, because everybody else is busy seeking their own interests. See, I find it interesting. There's really no either or when he's talking about this. He's really saying, look, either you're seeking your own interests or you're seeking the interests of Christ. There's no in between. And I think sometimes we try to kind of walk a gray line thinking, well, I'm pretty good. And most of the time I'm seeking most of Christ's interests. When in actuality, we need to realize that we're really, if we're not 100% seeking Christ's interest, then there's still a part of us that's seeking our own interest. And we need to be able to repent for that and to seek God through that. So what about you? How would Paul have described you if you were one of his friends that were near him in this day and time? Would you be like Timothy, like-minded? Or would you be one of the other ones that he's worried about are seeking their own personal interests instead of the interests of Christ? What does that look like for you today? Take a minute and figure that out. And if need be, spend some time repenting and talking to God about how you need to be different and do differently. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow.